Welcome to a brand new P3 podcast. I am the CEO of Comic Crusaders, baby, the one and only Al Mega with
your toy enthusiast and fashion maven, Chris Crash. How's it going, everybody?
welcome to a brand new episode. Happy to have you here. We're a man down today. That's what that picture signifies. There, we're a man down. Those doctor's visits can mess up how people walk. So good recovery to you, D. Hope everything's okay. So with that, Chris, what up, man? How you been? How's the week been treating you, man? Has it been a heavy week for you? You think content-wise? We're about to bring up your thing. So before we even talk about this PowerPoint, that thing, bro.
Dude, so good weekend so far. Been having kids, but I did watch a lot of movies this week. Trying to catch up. We got some dope reviews for some good movies that have been dropping. A lot of action figure news. Sort of. It wasn't as heavy as it was like a couple of weeks, but we still got some news for you. But like I said, and wrestling news. I love my WWE lately. WWE has been doing fire. Ever since it moved to Netflix and after WrestleMania, the stories have been really great. So there's some really good news on that too. If you're a wrestling fan.
All right. So before we get into that topic, let's talk about that just for a second before we even show off all that wrestling stuff. Later on in the show, you're saying that if you feel that it's better on Netflix. Do you think it's because now they don't have maybe the TV regulations? It could, are they cursing more? Is it more?
Honestly,
is the theme more R-rated? Like, what is it that makes you think
maybe
that was better?
Maybe they were getting away with certain cursing and stuff like that, but I just started noticing they're editing a couple of things, even though it's live. I mean, I thought that was the whole point of going on Netflix, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just the stories that are just there. It could be on any broadcast. You know what I mean? It could be on any network. I'm sorry. It could be on any network, and it'll probably still be just as good.
Are we getting A-list
people? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, are we getting A-list fights though during every broadcast?
We are getting some good fights and good stories. Yes, we're getting some A-list fights, I believe. Better than probably. And they are, like I said, they are cursing. But recently Cody Rhodes, not so long ago, had told The Rock to go fuck himself and stuff like that. But it was pretty. It's getting a little raw. There's more blood. People are bleeding more. Okay. So they're doing the more blood stuff too. So they cut that out for a very long time, and then AEW started doing it. And blood started coming back. So the blood thing is back too, which is cool.
Excellent. There we go. All right.
I always like the blood in wrestling, man. Like you have to add some blood, dude. So especially if you're getting like hit with a weapon or something.
Early '80s stuff. So again, the Dusty Rhodes, Carlito Colon, all that bloody ass matches with people with cut heads bleeding to death and shit. The old wrestling magazines that was full of blood. You're like, what the hell? Like, do you really want to?
Right. All range. Like, geez, are they dead? Especially when they were allowed to get the chair shots to the head. Whew.
Yeah, those magazines, people don't understand. It's like those magazines, when they would come out, the photography was brutal. It's like you really thought, like, yo, okay, wrestling is real. What the fuck?
Dude, Hulk Hogan will bleed, bro. He bleed, his blonde hair is all red, I'm like, damn.
Right?
Dude.
He was looking like little orphan Annie with red hair and shit.
Yo, he would always scare me when he bleed, dude. I'm like, oh my God, Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, and he always had that boy head hairstyle, like ever since he was young. He's like, did he lose his hair like at fucking 12?
Right? Because when he started off wrestling, he already had it missing, bro. Like, you know what I mean?
Like, already.
Yep. I'm like, and then that's it, dude. He just, it's his style.
Yeah, he got to say, the reverse Larry, that Larry David style, just with long hair sides.
The only guy that could probably rock it.
With the handlebars. Have you seen that meme of him where his handlebars, but in his handlebars is himself, and it's kind of like endless?
I saw that. Yeah. That's hilarious.
There you go. Again, we're a man down. Shout out to Daniel Black. Daniel Black will carry you through, Papi. Don't you worry. All right. I know it hurts. All right, there we go. Oh my God, Crime Buster. They're so stupid.
Yo, so. I always like throwing these third-party figures out there, and they're funny names. Obviously, this is the Punisher, but for trademark reasons, here we have Crime Buster. But he looks neat. I love the Alex. What's that gladiator? Is that from part of a story?
No, I have no clue. It's like, why the fuck does this dude have a fucking Nordic like helmet and fucking accent and like even
I have an official Marvel Hasbro Punisher figure that does come with this helmet as well. Really? So it has to be part of a storyline.
Oh my god! Did they make this man go through time and shit? Be like,
I don't know what it's really about, but I like the helmet. It looks cool, man. He comes with a huge battle axe. You know, you can even make your own custom figure. Like, if you can make your own, like, you know, Punisher from back in the day. You know what I mean? Take off that clothes, make him look like a Conan barbarian, have him like a scarred, have like a Punisher scar on his chest or something. Skull, I don't know. You know, oh, they burned the skull into him or something. You know.
I'm really digging the guns. You got them Uzis going on right there. Dope.
And I forget what.
Oh damn! Fuck.
Yeah, we have some pretty cool poses. I love the sword. The sword looks cool. Look at that ram on there. This is by Kraken Studios.
Wow. He'll try to go up against Skeletor over here, you know, right?
Right, for sure. I want to find out more. Look at that hammer.
Damn, look at all those weapons that dude come with, huh?
Oh, he comes with 3 head sculpts. He has an axe, a sword,
a
bazooka, grenade launcher, an assault rifle, 2 Uzis, pistol, and another. What is that?
That's a hand. Yo, that's it. It's fire.
Right. All right. This is drop 3 from the NECA Haulathon. That's in Target. We got some Ninja Turtles. I'm really digging that old man Raphael right there, dude. That's what that is. It's an old man Raphael with the cape.
Oh, really?
With the poncho, whatever you want to call it.
I see that. Yeah, dope. Who's the fat dude there? Looking like Yokozuna and shit.
I know he looks like freaking what's the guy from Street Fighter?
Oh, the Honda.
Honda, yeah.
Honda.
All right, so yeah, we got a closer look at old man Raphael over here.
He looks cool,
pretty neat, man. He looked all scarred up and stuff, all old looking. You know, I love Raphael. He's one of my favorite Ninja Turtles. You know, temper and all that kind of reminds me. Here we got some other NECA accessories. They this is what they were, you know, calling it, an accessories pack, I guess. And look at all these cool things, man. You could put these if you're into action figure photography. You know, these are some pretty cool accessories and props you could, you know, put up. And when you have a diorama, we got all the Ninja Turtles here too.
I like the TV. That is dope.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I like these accessories. I like the pizza box. I think I have a pizza box that I do have.
Yeah, man, you got weapons. You got the robot assistant.
You got a little ray gun over there. It's pretty cool, man. So yeah, you can use these props for a lot of any action figure photography. So
and it's cool because again, it's different scenery that you could change on the TV. I think that's what that is. I mean, I'm assuming it is, right?
Oh wow, maybe because I do have a TV too that you can just, you know, put whatever you want on it.
Pictures, yeah. Cool. See, I'm thinking that's what you could do with that, and I like the fact you got like the VCR tapes. That's so cool.
That is neat. That is so neat.
What in the hell is this?
This is a another NECA loves, you know, they got the Alien IP and Predator IP, and this is from a movie. I don't know what alien movie this was. Maybe Romulus. It says it right there. And this is a hanging alien prop you can buy and add it to your action figure photography as well. I would like to buy this just to put it up as a setup in like a Predator environment, you know.
Oh yeah, right.
Predator guy all day.
Stick it up to yourself and have the Predator looking up like shooting a sign.
Yeah. That'd be sick, man. That'd be because I'm gonna use if I do buy this, my G.I. Joe and world is gonna cross over with the Predator world. So
everything's a crossover. Shit, listen. I mean, I ain't contemplating opening them. The boxes and all.
The what?
All my stuff.
I'd keep the boxes if I do open.
I do. It's a battle. Hey, we got She-Hulk
here. So if you want to, so not so long ago, probably like last year, the Fantastic Four set came out in this vintage packaging. Most of them, which is crazy, made it to Ross's. If you guys have a Ross, no, not Ross's. I'm sorry, Ollie's.
I know there's an Ollie's in Woonsocket. Don't make me go over there.
Guys having Ollie's around your way, definitely check them out. Or even a Ross's. These weren't in Ross's, but Ross also gets some cool shit, man.
I
But
gotta go. I pass by them. Like I think Chris, when you come visit me, let's
we'll
have a
go.
trip. Go to a couple of Ollie's and Rosses in Massachusetts, and we record our adventures, spending money, and then me recording your wife pulling you out by your hair, but from the store when you're screaming. But I had to buy it, you know.
These are, and they usually go for like $10 when they go hit at Ollie's and stuff. So be on the lookout. If this doesn't sell well, definitely make it at Ollie's. Here we got some new McFarlane. Closer look at these new McFarlane figures that are dropping soon.
Red Lantern Gardner, is that Red Lantern Gardner in that mother?
Red Lantern Garner, yes, it is.
Nice. Yeah, you got
Red Garner. We got Superman. Right, comes with 3 different head sculpts. Then we got, what's that all red Superman up there?
I don't know, but he looks like he has a fucking Alfred E. Newman head too. What the hell is that? Let's see if I can bring it up a little closer. Yeah. What in the world is that? It just says Superman. I mean, if anybody know, man, just chime in. Shit, that look crazy to me.
I'm trying to find out the name of this all red Superman. What is it?
Well, that's cool. I mean, again, a nice lineup. McFarlane going hard. In his final year with the license.
But yeah, man, McFarlane is definitely going hard to find. Even though, speaking of McFarlane, real quick, remember I spoke about that heist that happened and they stole all the Killing Joke. It was also the Killing Joker. The Killing Joker and Supergirl. And dude, I've seen the Killing Joker online.
You really have
$800.
What? Are you serious?
Somebody had it for $800, bro.
They're crazy.
I was like, holy shit, dude.
Any sales?
I didn't see any sales yet, but somebody eventually will buy it.
You know what? Put yourself on an alert on that. And then we follow it and see if it happens that somebody actually buys it. Now, I also want to shout out Fallen for giving us both versions, like the 90s update version of Hot Girl and the old school version at the bottom.
Yeah, that's cool, man. So whatever version you prefer, in your collection, to grab either or, man. I like old school. That's just me. Even when it comes to, go ahead.
I grab both.
Yeah. Even like when it comes to me, when it's like the Marvel Legends figures versus the movie figures and the comic accurate figures, I always go for the comic accurate figures. The only movie ones I do have is Deadpool, Wolverine, and Colossus because I enjoy those movies.
Grab Louis.
All right, so we have another drop from Mezco that this is dropping probably the next week. I can't remember, but you could add these. If you had the Decapod gang, that was an exclusive to San Diego Comic-Con, I believe it was, or New York Comic-Con. Sorry, I get confused. So many cons. No, it was the last Comic-Con, so New York Comic-Con. You could add this to your collection as well. He looks pretty cool. You're gonna see his accessories. I don't think I'm gonna go for it, especially the price hike recently for one of the figures was $116 versus
$116 for a figure. What?
Yeah.
Serious, son?
I don't know. We don't know the price on this yet to be announced, but we'll find out next week. I think it was the drop for this because usually when they put up the photos for the drop, it'll kind of drops really fast.
Insane, bro. I mean, look at this guy. He looks fucking weird, bro. Look at that shit.
Yeah, this is part of their Rumble Society line. I really love their Rumble Society line. They come out with some cool stuff. Actually,
it's supposed to be like a crab?
Yeah.
Oh, it's Crab Louis. Crab
Louis. Louis the Crab Louis. Yeah.
And fuck, boy.
Yeah, I forgot I was gonna say.
Oh, you looking motherfucker.
Oh yeah, this is part of the Rumble Society line, and not so long ago, I've purchased these Fooling Around figures. They dropped on April 1st, and it was from their Rumble Society. They were going to give you a random Rumble Society figure, and I kind of already knew which one I was going to get just by seeing what people were getting online. Yeah. And I was like, "Oh, watch me get this!" And I got 2 of the same figures, but one was an exclusive, and the other one was a standard drop.
Gotcha.
But I already sold one of them off because I don't need 2 of the same figure, even though they do look different. One is also silver, one is gold. His name is Hawk P40. I do liked the chrome look of it, but also liked from the exclusive the clothing it had on. So they both are unique in their own way.
Yo,
So
yo, bro, I gotta ask you something. You remember Phil from the block?
Phil.
Bald-headed Phil?
Oh, not Carol's Phil.
Yeah.
Yes.
Don't Crab Louie look like Phil?
Jesus.
Let me see.
Yo.
Shout
You're
out to Phil.
hilarious. I think he passed away.
Phil! I mean Crab Louie. Oh shit.
Okay, yo, he does look like him. Yep, he's cool. He looks cool looking though, man. If you guys are like I said, if you guys are into the Rumble Society line and Mezco, man, I'll definitely get this drop. I don't know how well it will sell in the third party, sorry. But usually it will sell out. So just like another figure I'm gonna show to you soon that just dropped from Mezco, that it sold out as well. Yep, this guy.
Woodford.
Woodford the Frog.
What the? Look at it. I never seen such a bougie ass frog in my life. Woodford the
So
frog.
this is Woodford. You could add him to your Doc Nocturnal. If you guys have a Doc Nocturnal figure, this could be Woodford could be his butler because Doc Nocturnal is an odd figure. And you could put them together in the same way. It could be his butler, and it could be like that could be his Alfred, pretty much, man.
Oh my god!
There's some pretty cool pictures that people have took that we're about to show soon too. This was for $116. This dropped for, and it's sold out. It's on the wait list.
Woodford, gangster, bro.
Woodford over here. These are some pictures by some of the people in the toy community, which are pretty cool, man. Really, they got early figures because they fuck with Mezco, and so Mezco have sent them some early figures, got them early to them, so they got some pictures for us.
Nice. All right, what's going on here? Already got a number 2 already.
All right, so we got the Nintendo Switch 2, which has been selling out like crazy, and I'm sorry, this is just as much as a PlayStation 5. It's like $500.
Damn.
It has been selling out though. People selling for like $1,300 online.
What?
Yep. And so if you guys want to Switch 2, I don't know anything about the Switch. I have a PlayStation Portal. I'm a PlayStation guy, but I do like Nintendo games as well. I don't know if I'll ever get one, but I had a Switch at one point too. Yeah. But it's a fun game to have, man.
I like just getting the old school little retro shit now. Like I just play the old school games. You know what? I can't afford this stuff no more.
Bro, but
I don't have the time to dedicate. I'm busy. And now with AI the game, I could probably make my own games.
Well, games are so complicated today, bro. So much to do. They're not simple like they used to be, man.
Yeah. I want dumb down. Give me a mission. I finish the game. Thank you. Not some world building or some mission where I'm fucking. I want to shoot you. I need to be building a fortress while I'm trying to fucking shoot your ass,
dude. I haven't beat a game in so long because these games are so hard these days, bro. I get pissed off.
I'm always gonna say it. I did win one game of Fortnite in my life. I never ever thought.
I won.
I survived to the very end. No,
even that shit got complicated too. That game got complicated too, man. But the next game that I can't wait to get is Grand Theft Auto 6. I have been collecting GTA since GTA 3. So when
are they gonna do it for Switch?
I'm PlayStation 5, man. I'm gonna fix my PlayStation 5 just to play that game, man.
All right. Oh, what if everybody has called says that this is he said I know it's early in the year, but this is the movie of the year. I mean, did you see it? I mean, what's going on here?
Yeah, so I did see this movie, Sinners, man. I thought it was an awesome movie, man. I enjoyed it. Michael B. Jordan does a great job. The whole cast does a great job in this movie. The vampires are sick. It's you know what I mean? It's about brothers. You know, I love movies about brothers. It's just action packed. It has a good story. Michael B. Jordan kills his role. I mean, both roles, I guess. You know, it just has everything, man. It was just very high energy. It keeps you on your toes. Man, just an all-out action-packed film. Just definitely watch it. Definitely check it out. It's definitely going to be movie. I don't know if it's like I said, it's early in the year, but it's definitely going to be up there in the top, probably 5 movies of the year that drop. You know,
hopefully they remember it when the time comes, because you know how it is. They tend to remember the movie closest to when the time of the nominations come. So hopefully they could do like a re-release or something to keep it in the memories of those. Because again, I hear great things. I'm excited to watch it because again, I keep hearing good things. It's not normal. So like, all right, I'm definitely gonna keep it,
dude. And if they could do, sorry, like if they did a movie like this, man, I'm sure they can make a badass Blade movie. You know, as you know, everybody's kind of dropped out of that Blade movie. It's like gone. Like there,
oh
it's
yeah, man, no more Blade movie. That's gone.
you could tell that shit was a shit show since the beginning, bro.
Absolutely.
But
Again,
yo, you know what they should do? Yo, listen, give us a farewell Wesley Snipes Blade movie, man. Give us that. You know, you could do it, old
old
man.
man Blade. Old
Yeah,
man
old man
Blade.
Blade. You
Man.
could do it with old man Logan. Do it with Blade, man. He still got it, as you see in Deadpool, man.
And that
You
would
know,
be actually a great franchise for MCU. Like, okay, you want to, if you want to retire that version, that multiverse version, because again, they are using the multiverse, right?
yeah,
So
yeah,
you want to expire that version of that character with meaning, give them the old man treatment or the old woman treatment,
yeah,
that character, and retire them so that way, when you present someone new from, Earth, whatever it is, you know what I
yeah.
mean? It is what it is, and it doesn't feel as bad, as a replacement. Because again, should in your opinion, when it comes to multiverse, right? Should the person that is the character look like the same person, or should they kind of actually be like a different person on each Earth, not a clone of you? Like, how do
Huh.
you feel about that? Right?
That's a really good question, man. I like that question. I think it should look like a version of you
Why?
because if it's if it's a multiverse and it's supposed to be you in a way, well, I guess not.
What if it's not you and it's the mantle? It's the mantle that had to be born,
That's
regardless
true.
of who it is.
Well, what if it was like
Or
Wolverine, a Logan type character? Not Wolverine, because Wolverine also is a man, like a
So you say
Logan type.
like a constant. So you believe, that's what they use in the multiverse, the constant. So the constant being that you are like the image of who you are is who you are throughout this all the multiverse, just different versions of that.
I should be that way. I think so, but they didn't do that in Deadpool. Because if you notice, a lot of characters. One of them was Bullseye. He was black. If you
Yeah,
notice him in the
and,
background.
and that's what I'm saying. You see, that. So I think that the rules of the multiverse, should be that it's about the mantle, not just the
You know what? I kind now that you put it that way, it kind of makes sense,
right.
man. Yeah,
It should be mantle. Like, okay, the mantle had to come around. Who did
like
it on our planet? Or what?
maybe, yeah, maybe. Yeah, I agree with that. Maybe if we're in the multiverse, we should be somebody like we have a different type of power or something like that.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
slightly
Slightly
different,
different.
but still the character or the mantle rather.
Yeah.
Spider-Man, the Batman, the Superman, whatever the fuck of that universe. Feel me? Now, talking about comic book stuff, man. I was first of all, before we talk about it, I was happily surprised that this comes from a fucking comic book graphic novel. Because when I saw the credits, I saw Arcana Studios. I said, "Huh? Wait a minute. Pause. What a graphic novel, man, turned into a movie called Lock." Now, go ahead, Christian. You talk about it, then I get into it.
So yeah, Alex, I didn't know this was a graphic novel either, man. That's pretty cool. Now I want to look into that. But I saw this movie. I like Bill Skarsgård. I think he's an amazing actor. I saw this trailer not so long ago. I enjoyed the trailer. I saw this looks pretty interesting. Bill Skarsgård has been. It's like his year. He's been popping up in a lot of
Yeah,
movies lately. He's like I say, he's a great actor, man. So why not? Except for that Crow movie, was kind of. But anyway,
that's not his fault. That's the
it's
writing.
not his fault. Exactly. His acting was good, but it's not his fault. But anyway, I saw this movie. It's about just to see you're in my car. It's about this dude, having a hard time making money. He likes to steal cars, been into chop shops, and
very hateable in the beginning. I'll tell you
very
that.
hateable in the beginning. Dude's an asshole,
I dislike them. Like, yo, I hope something happens to this prick. So,
he's dude. If you like, and I'm gonna real quick. I'm gonna put this out there. If you like movies like Phone Booth, Buried,
good.
Mama Rain on Me, where movies that take place in one setting, kind of, then this is kind of how this is in a way. He gets locked in a car. It's kind of fucking. It's funny too. That Bill Skarsgård does a great job him trying to get out the car. And there's a voice behind the car, and to me, I'm trying to figure out who this voice is. And I had two people in my head, and one of them were correct. I was like, I fucking knew it. It had to be one of these guys. But this is a fun movie. I enjoyed it. Some people said it didn't do well or it got like a shitty rating, but I don't go through Rotten Tomatoes. I don't read that stuff. I don't care. I go in because I love film, and if I think this is a good movie, it was a good movie. It was enjoyable, man. Give it a shot. See if you like it. Like I said, if you like movies like Phone Booth and stuff like that, then just give it a watch, man.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check out the graphic novel. Now that I know it's out there. Now that I saw the movie, but I enjoyed the movie. It felt very Saw-ish. Because
that's another one too, man.
He very Saw-ish because this motherfucker had this vehicle prepped in a way, folks. Wait till you see. Like it is insane. Like, yo, what type of car is this? Made in China or something? What's popping here?
It was a nice car.
Oh yeah, bro. I mean, the tech on it is fire. The way it was moving around and all. When you find out who the villain is, like, oh shit. Because again, I thought it was someone else entirely, and then I saw it. Oh shit! Wow, they still working like this? Where, big salute,
for real.
Legend. I enjoyed the movie. It was entertaining. Bill Skarsgård, definitely wonderful acting, funny. Had his moments. Shit, you don't know what the fuck was gonna happen. Poor guy. You do wind up kind of like, I know he's an asshole, but all right, you wind up carrying it. I hope you do get out of there, you prick.
Yep.
Fuck. Like,
me too, man.
Even though he's an asshole, you start carrying. So I think this is actually a good movie. So guys, please check it out. Logs, and again, check out the graphic novel from Arcana Studios. And if you guys happen to check it out, let us know, and let's talk about that comparison between comic book, graphic novel, and the film. I love doing those deep dives like that. So I can't wait to read the book now. See if there's any similarities at all.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely, I'm gonna read that too. All right. Here, this movie just dropped, I think, on Friday. This is only on Netflix. This is Tom Hardy's Havoc. I like Tom Hardy as an actor. I think he's a phenomenal actor. One of the, he's up there on my top favorite actors. This movie, I enjoyed. A lot of people I'm reading on comments that they didn't like it. The story may be a little mild, but action packed, dude. Action freaking packed. This movie is about like a drug deal gone wrong and what a mom would do to get revenge for her son. And Tom Hardy's in the midst because something, he's involved with the mayor. And dude, this movie is listen, like I said, the story might be mild, but it's action packed. I love action movies, especially that has a lot of blood and the camera's fast paced, something sort of like a John Wick type feel to it. I enjoy this thing, man. I'm reading a lot of comments online. A lot of people I only watched 35 minutes of it. I couldn't stand it. Dude, I like action movies. Again, this shit was badass to me. I enjoyed it. It's a fun action film, man. If you're a dude and you like action films, sit down and watch this movie. It's just shotgun. I'm not gonna front like the guns. It's like they have unlimited ammo.
Oh, bro. See, I started watching it. I'm halfway through it. I agree. For me, even from the get, it felt so John Woo films.
Yes.
Like Hard Boiled, The Killer. Like, damn, that it is tons of action. I'm in it. But then I'm curious, like, this dude got like a 9mm. I know he got an extended clip, but dude has shot like 19 shots and he still hasn't reloaded.
It's like a video game, bro. I'm like, Jesus. Even in
Yeah,
video games,
he's
they
going
reload.
like this, just going like this. It just happens to reload, and we don't see it. Like,
I
bro,
know. Like,
man, with a pistol. I mean, like a 9mm. He is like, I need this gun in my life if that exists.
at
And
least
silencer.
at least in John Wick, man. You ever seen the way John Wick reloads, bro? He's like,
Oh yeah, bro, he does this shit.
dude, he goes like this. Yo, you know that he like people in the military started doing that same way of reloading clips because of John Wick, because of Keanu Reeves. It's more efficient. It's faster. Yo, he does some shit that I don't know what he does. The clip just comes out. He just clap. It's faster than just going like.
As it should be, yeah.
You know, they really picked that up, and now they use it in today's like army training or whatever, military training.
Look at that.
So that's dope. But yeah, man. I like this movie. This movie was fun, man. I don't care what anybody says. It's, Alex, you say you're halfway through. It's a fun
I'm enjoying it. I'm not gonna deny it. I'm enjoying it. Again, I'm also a Tom Hardy action fan, and he's definitely one of the modern action heroes, just like Jason Statham. I don't know if you saw The Working Man. I know we don't.
I haven't seen that one yet.
We don't have. All right, so bad. We'll talk about that next week. I think it's cool. You know, Jason Statham.
Yo, what's up with Jason Statham? The title of his movies, bro. It's The Working Man, and then he had what was the other one with the bumblebee?
Bro, you know that mom said she'll leave dad for him, right?
What?
Mom said she'll leave dad for him. I'm serious.
What's up with Mom and Bob, man?
Yo, mom said that's her macho.
I am Jason Statham.
It's for the dad. That's every match, and dad just gives her the fucking side eye. Like, damn, bro.
That's so funny.
All right, so talk about this, because I'm lost in the world of wrestling, but who the fuck is Aleister Black? You know what? Because, you know, if anything, if he wants to have a fucking fight with P3, Chris is up to the task.
Yeah. So here we go. We got Aleister Black. He was in WWE. He was in WWE a while. He was in WWE a while ago, right? And they've been releasing people like crazy. They've been releasing, and he was one of the guys who got released. He was a cool character. He looks cool. He went to AEW. He was AEW for a while. He had this thing called the House of Black, which is a cool storyline. But I guess he wasn't happy there. And
this Daniel Black's real brother?
Right? This is where Danny gets everything from. No, I'm joking. Yeah, he came back that night. He came back last.
Is he cold in this picture?
What's up?
Is he cold in this picture?
Probably is. Look at those nipples, bro. You cut paper, bro, with that shit. Cut diamond. Yo, but he's a cool wrestler. He came out while the Miz was making a promo. The Miz was just talking how, you know, he's the best wrestler and how awesome he is. He interrupted everybody. The pop was good. A lot of people knew who he was. You know, like I said, he was in the game before. And it's funny. You see how he has a contact in his eye? So he actually sustained an injury in the other company he was at. And it's funny. He is still selling it while in this company.
Oh, really? All right.
Yeah.
So, but that's his stick, not given by the company he was formerly at, right?
No, this is all him. This is his gimmick, man.
Yeah, again, so yeah, that's the whole thing about ownership and sticks, and you know, and thank you, you know, good Aleister Black on you that you know that you own the right to your character. Obviously, that's not his name, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it's the kayfabe, but good on him for owning the name. Like The Rock, I respect you. Like Stone Cold. Wrestlers that over time were smart enough to say, yo, all right, wait a minute. You want to call me? That's fine, but wait a minute. I got to have some ownership stake in that shit, Vince. You're not going to take all this money from me. You know?
Absolutely.
So, you know, a salute to those type of, you know, that opens the doors for other wrestlers as well. You know, give them a salute. You know what I mean? For real, that's real talk, man.
And you know what's cool too? We're going to talk about that later, though. But here we go. Another one that was also in the AEW, and he was in WWE a long time ago, which they didn't utilize him very well. Because I thought he was a cool character. I loved Rusev.
Rusev. What a name! And look at this trap, bro. If this dude like fucking puts you in a headlock, you're dead, bro.
Bro, he's awesome. I love. He was a great heel. He was part of this this crew. It was Sheamus. It was Rusev. It was Alberto Del Rio. And it was he's an announcer now. Braid Warrett, something like that. He's an announcer for the wrestling team now, and they were a dope team, man. They were just everybody from different countries, which was dope. And he's called the Bulgarian Brute, the Bulgarian Brute.
The Bulgarian Brute.
But yeah, he returned WWE. He had a good pop. A lot of people were like, "Yeah, he's bad." They were like, "Rusev Day, Rusev Day." He's a good heel, man. He's a good wrestler, and I'm glad that he's back in WWE. Like all these wrestlers that were in WWE got released, went to AEW, are now going back to WWE. Everybody that was in AEW, I guess. AEW. I don't know if it's like backstage politics. I don't know what's going on in AEW, but a lot of people are returning back to their home, WWE.
I mean, you say home, but maybe is it that there are like scouts within the AEW back camps? Are they doing their thing? Like, yo, let me talk to you for a minute, and just stealing talent. You don't think this is stealing talent? Do you think they're really moving?
Listen, you just say they're stealing talent too, but I read a lot of wrestling news, and a lot of people sometimes are unhappy in AEW. A lot of people sometimes are very unhappy.
Allegedly, yeah.
Like CM Punk, was unhappy with that company. He don't like the way Tony Khan was running. And look, CM Punk just main evented WrestleMania, so he's in a better place now. So I think now with new ownership too of WWE, they like that. I guess Triple H and the UFC has bought it out as well, and there's Vince McMahon is no longer involved. I think now it's a better company to work for because, like I said, you're seeing a lot of returns come back. So
there's gonna be still Vince influence through Triple H while Vince is alive.
Maybe, but
maybe
a lot of stuff has changed though. A lot of things that I think that Vince would have done, are not being done, is being done a different way. A lot of people are getting more opportunity. I think certain people would have won a WrestleMania if Vince was involved still. Vince sometimes, listen, Vince had good storylines and he had good ideas, but sometimes he had bad ones, like really awful ones, or he wants to utilize the same people. There was a lot of
politics. Too much internal politics with Vince and with Triple H. It's a little bit more liberal. And how they're playing.
And I feel in WWE, like the backstage politics are a little bit like more controlled versus AEW. They hear a lot of drama backstage. I think the backstage in WWE is a little bit more strict, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot more older people that will
professionalism, rather.
Because when you're in the locker room WWE, like the Undertaker, he ran that locker room. That's the guy you talk to. Like there's always gonna be that one person. Like when you first joined WWE, bro, and you're new, I'm sorry, like you're gonna have to carry people's bags. That's what it is. Like it sucks, but that's what I hear.
I'm gonna go for it. All right.
All right, so
what's going on here, bro?
Here we go. We got John Cena, right? John Cena was talking smack on the mic. How he is like.
When was this? This is the day after
This was SmackDown, so it was the same week of WrestleMania. Well, after WrestleMania, the week after WrestleMania. So there we go. John Cena's talking smack on the mic. How the announcer announced him like regular, and then like. He had a piece of paper and told how to announce him, and it was way better. He's like the best champion, the only 17-time world champion, that he is the champion. And then like he's talking all this smack. And here we go. We got Randy Orton. He's another he's been there about 20 years.
The legend killer, baby.
The legend killer. He's been there just as long as John Cena has been there. Yeah, they've been there for a very long time, both of them.
They came at the same time?
Let's look this up, man. Let's see what year Randy Orton started wrestling. But Randy Orton, he's the snake.
Also from a famous family, though. He also comes from a family wrestling background, you know what I mean?
And John Cena was talking crap. And he's, I think Randy Orton is a Grand Slam champion. I don't know how many times he has won the championship, but I think if he would to rest, because that's going to be a long time too. Ric Flair had that title, that title for a long time, that 16-time world champion. That was a very.
But how long? How long? Okay, so think about how long he had it, and then from when Cena comes in and does that same feat, like that time is way shorter.
That's
You
what
know
I'm saying. Let's see. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know any other champion that has just as much title championships as I don't know how. Like I said, I don't know how many times Randy Orton has won the title, but like I don't know any other wrestler that has nearly as much title wins as John Cena right now, because that's going to be a long time to
I don't think so.
beat that streak.
But again,
Triple H was there. Triple H was close, but he can't wrestle no more. So
okay, it was close. Oh man.
yeah, Triple H was super close to being that champion. So here we go. Mind that. Don't forget that picture up there, right? About the evolution up there. That was Triple H, Randy Orton, Batista, and Ric Flair. They were called the Evolution back in the day. But we're focusing on the bottom picture right now. Here we go. We got Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins. As you know, now Seth Rollins, the Paul Heyman guy, and right next to Seth Rollins, we have Braun Breaker, which he is now also a Paul Heyman guy. Braun Breaker is the son of Scott Steiner.
Oh really? Oh damn! He's not as big as his papa, but he looks a lot like his papa with the beard.
So out of nowhere, man, like they were all fighting.
Oh shit!
Yep, during the night of Raw, they were all fighting in the ring. CM Punk came out, he was fighting. Roman Reigns came out, and then out of nowhere, this dude, man, he got a spear that is like no other, dude.
You know, like the Goldberg spear, like that.
Oh, worse, bro. He has the best spear, I think.
You say worse.
Bro, you should have seen the way he speared Carlito.
He speared Carlito. Lo mató.
Oh my god, dude.
Carlito shot himself.
Destroyed him. But this dude I think he's going to be a top star, especially now that he's a Paul Heyman guy. When you're with Paul Heyman, you're made, man. He made CM Punk. He made Brock Lesnar. He tried to make Ryback. Seth Rollins already made. Seth Rollins already has a name for himself, but it's going to be a crazy run, man. WWE has been doing really good stories.
It's for me growing up to see my wrestling heroes, and now to kind of like, see them. They're so old, and now to see their children. Like, bro, I can't believe that's Big Papa Pump's son. I remember Big Papa Pump watching WCW back in the day, motherfucker.
Oh my god, dude!
But he was a beast, son. Especially when he was with the WCW, because he got like bigger then. That motherfucker was scary,
he was huge,
bro.
Man. And him and his brother when they were a tag team, Jesus Christ!
Oh yeah, the brothers, man, amazing tag team. That's cool to see. But this Seth Rollins guy, he looked like such a herb to me. You know what?
I don't like Seth Rollins, man.
You know what? Seth Rollins? Goddamn Chris Crash challenges you to a fight.
Some dude a long time ago, man, some fan went and came out the fucking woodwork and speared the shit out of him.
You
started attacking him.
Hey, what's going on here? Oh my God! Look at how small.
Here we go. We got a Boricua over here. Her name is Zelina Vega, and you know that guy I just showed you, Aleister Black?
Yeah.
This is his wife, man. And he actually...
What? How dare he be married to this beautiful woman?
And he actually appeared the same night that she won the title. So it's awesome. You know what I mean?
Nice.
His debut again was the night she won the title. So that's awesome. She wins the title and her husband.
Boning that night, boy. They were boning.
I know.
Like that, bro.
Sounded like macaroni and cheese. Well, yeah, she won the title, man, which is awesome, man. So congratulations to Zelina Vega.
I hope it's hard on you because look at that bottom picture.
I know. I was looking at that. One.
See, like, is that what she going? Huh? Jesus Christ! Se le zafó un pedito, fue.
Se le zafó un pedito.
Un pedito. Oh man. That's dope. Said, well, we miss you, Daniel Brock. I know you would have had a lot of opinions here on the wrestling, bro. But I do want to thank you for something because it was my birthday this past week. Thank you for everybody that gave me a big happy birthday. I'm using even the wrong stuff over here. We go. So a big salute to Daniel Brock and check this out. They hooked me up with this over here, hot. And then find out. There's something I'm gonna ask you, Chris. Right? Look how it's nice, right? Why
he got feet?
Yeah. What the fuck? Why do we have bare feet? What the hell?
Supposedly, Tom McFarlane likes to walk around with no shoes in his house.
I have not seen that, but we have bare feet of Tommy Farns. That is some weird shit. I noticed that after the fact, I was like, so we have 2 hands for Spawn. That's about it. But then we got hands and feet for Todd.
That's so funny. I don't know why feet, bro. It's so weird.
Weirdos.
Hold on, let me see. I got something. Give me 1 sec. 1 second. 1 sec.
Hold on. You get your shit over there, bro. You get your stuff, folks. While he's getting his stuff, folks. This is what you guys got to do. You got to follow us on the socials. On Instagram, Xamator at DP3. That's THEP, the number 3, POD, baby. That's right. I mean, stay tuned to what we got going on. Check out the shorts, the videos. We talking everything. We share some cool stuff throughout the P3 pages. So make sure you stay tuned to what's popping right there. I mean, you know what I mean? So please,
yep. Follow us, please do.
All right. So here, what you got?
So I went to my local comic book shop. Shout out to AA Comics in Lebanon. They're cool. They let me hold down a couple of other figures, but I got this one. I know D got the set, but now I got the singles package.
Oh, cool! You got the singles.
Yeah, nice. Single package releases. This is Raphael, which comes with size and Casey Jones mask. So it's pretty neat, man. Comes with an extra bandana. So yeah, it comes with another arm. Why does he come with another arm? Huh? I don't know why, but sick, man. It says to be continued. We got a couple of other Rat King, Shredder, and
Rat King will be cool amongst the collection for sure. Yeah.
So I'm happy I got these, man. This would be my 3rd turtle set, but recently I sold the Mezco one, so
yeah, I got no turtles and none of that stuff. But I got to move things around. Like I said, my Megatron shelf is getting bigger. Yeah, I got to move my GI Joes around. If I want to get some more GI Joes, I got to finish the Dreadnoughts, basically whatever.
Dreadnoughts. Don't worry, you'll finish them off, man. You'll be getting them soon, dude.
That's my whole plan. And thanks you again to Danny, because this is awesome to get the OG version of this. You know what I mean? All right. So, what else is popping? Have you heard any new news of anything that we should be aware of? Any bochinche in the fashion verse?
Fashion verse. Let's see what's going down. Haven't really been up to the fashion verse lately. I know that the Nike SB navy blue just dropped for on the sneakers app, but it was only exclusive access. It's always hard to get those. I never get exclusive access, guys. It's so hard these days to get your shoes that you want. It really is. It kind of sucks. It's not like it used to be back in the day, first come, first served. It's now totally luck. That's what it is. But we do have some bright Cactus Jacks Travis Scott shoes dropping April 30th. If you guys into the whole Cactus Jack. Also, which was really cool about Travis Scott, he had a whole thing with WWE, a collaboration during WrestleMania. Yeah. So there was some cool collaboration, Cactus Jack, which is Travis Scott, and WWE clothing. Also, there's going to be some. I always tell you these. I always tell you that everything I try to tell you guys is if you want to resell, there's going to be some Kobe shoes dropping now. They're called the Mambacitas. Those
Mambacitas.
First, Kobe's always sell out, and they always made some good money off of them. Man, they drop some heat. Oh shit, fuck me, dude. I'm so sorry. Another hot drop. I love the reimagined look of sneakers. I have the reimagined Jordan 85 Bred ones. I have the Chicago reimagined ones. I did want to get the reimagined cement threes, I think, or threes. But here we go. They're coming out with the UNC reimagined Air Jordan 1s, and I'll show you a picture of these.
Oh, hold on. Let me make it bigger. Nice.
There we go. They're not white. They look white on screen, but they're like an off-white. They're called reimagined because this is just going to say, if these were sitting in your closet. They're like that old yellow look, like my infrared Jordan 6s, right? I had these for a couple years now. And you see that yellowing?
See, I like those so much more. That
See
yellow.
that yellow window?
Yeah.
That's how they make.
How can you take that off now, though? You
I'll
can't.
tell you. I know how to wait, but I'm keeping it this way. It makes it look old, vintage. I don't care.
I love that. I love that.
These used to be iced. Remember, it used to have ice bottoms, but these this is how they're coming out with shoes now. They have this old yellow look to the sneakers now, like an Asian look. That's what they're called. They do it on purpose. But what was your question? Oh yeah. So there's ways to take this, man. You got to get some cream first of all. You got to get some cream online. Forget what it's called, right? But there's a certain type of cream you put on the shoe, right? Then you put it with saran wrap around it, right? Then you can either sit it outside in the sun, or you could put it under UV light. And once you put it under UV light, it kind of starts clearing out starts unyellowing the bottom of the shoe.
Okay.
So I have had these for a long time. They have the Nike Air in the back too, which is awesome. Doesn't have the Jordan symbol. A lot of new Jordans have the Jordan sign. I like having the Nike Air because that is a retro to me. That's definitely retro.
That's the OG, man. Yeah, man. I was at school in the '90s when that shit was fucking popping off, bro. For real.
These were my first pair of Jordans that I copped when I got back into the sneaker game again. Because I stopped for a very long time. You know, Alex, I loved my shoes, man. I had tons of shoes back in the day, and then shit happens, and then I started collecting sneakers again back in when I moved to PA, and this was one of my first pairs. It was those and the Defining Moments black and gold sixes. These are the infrared sixes. I had a thing for sixes, and now I like the Jordan 4s. But yeah, man, that's all about the news when the sneaker, fashion news. Oh man, why do I never upload that one picture? I uploaded it again. What? There was a picture of. I thought I posted it. I never. It was a picture of Optimus. It was Optimus Prime by Supreme.
I mean, no, you didn't shit there. But do that. I want to talk about again. I love AI, right? I want to talk about two things that I think everybody should check out. I always put you on, Chris. So I think I put you on, but just to tell people again, that there's a lot of AIs out there, right? And there's one that's really deep research. I mean, if you sign up, you get a certain amount of credits that you could use for real deep research, analytical, and it's called Manus, MANUS.IM. Yeah, so check that one out. It's really cool. I mean, there's so many things you could do with it with coding and whatnot. Just check it out; it's pretty flyer. And of course, Chris knows this one very well. I think as well. But again, if you're into photography, animated videos, animated pictures, and whatnot, to animate your toys, Kling.
Oh,
man, I mean, right? That Kling AI, next generation.
I love Kling AI.
Fun. You get X amount of credits. Have fun with it. Yep. I mean, of course, if you want no stamp on it, go ahead and pay for it. But why not? Again, if it's your pictures, your toys, go ahead and go for it.
Go have fun with it. Listen, I've posted pictures of my G.I. Joe figures online, right, in certain groups, and I got nothing but good responses from it. You got like one person that will say something, but everybody else, if you're using this for if this is what AI is being used for, then this is pretty cool.
Because if you're not making money off of it, you're not robbing anyone. It's your toys, your pictures, and you're animating it. Your picture have this move. Yeah. That's not robbing for anything. It's your picture. It's your toy. You're asking it to be animated. So
it's all about
anything.
Right. And it's all about the prompt and how you want, you got to write out the prompt right, That's just how, dude, I got like 500, 600 views, likes, comments, a lot, like 50 comments on one of them,
And Chris, I know I shared this with you, but, mi gente out there, Google does offer free classes for AI, for prompting and all that, like for Gemini, so you can actually learn for free. Google.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so I've been scoring a good 80-90% on my prompting because they show you examples and say, okay, explain this picture to see how close you could make it to the same thing that you see. They test.
I like that.
So it's like, oh, I teach you. Okay, no. Well, if you had it done, listen. At 80, 90, I get so close. I get so mad, and I just miss a couple of things. Like, oh, okay, just reword it this way. But you learn in that process, and I think
How
it's
can I find these classes?
It's free. Just go to Google, look for Google free Gemini classes, and boom.
Okay, that.
Again, you get certified. Google overall offers a lot of classes for like marketing and shit like that for free. If you just go to Google itself and just look up things for AdSense and things like that for you to learn marketing, folks. Again, this is all free. You can learn how to use their tools. I know they're going through a big old antitrust shit right now, and I think they lost.
Oh,
Yeah, Google's going to be broken up in a real crazy way, allegedly, from what I understand. Because I think they lost this whole shit. Because again, they were considered a monopoly on data. You know what I mean?
yeah.
And with so many other browsers and everything. Because again, it's true. Like I've been using a browser called Brave. Browser, you could even like earn a coin through it. Their own version of a digital coin. Feel me?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, through using it. So just using it, and ads pop up, it awards you for all that shit. You know what I mean? It's chump change.
No,
yeah. They reward you for the usage of their browser.
Nice.
But their search engine fucking sucks. Horrible.
Damn.
Horrible. That's the problem. Like, I've done comparisons between that Mozilla, obviously Google, Tor browser. Like, you can't beat Tor browser because Tor browser is deep web, like dark web.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Dark
You
web.
want to reach dark web, you use Tor browser, in conjunction with DuckDuckGo for a double IP.
Yo, why are you telling people how to do the dark web?
It's a conversation, bro. We talking. It's just it's out.
Have you been on the dark web?
Obviously I've used the tools, but not in that way. I think that maybe we're gonna have this conversation. Maybe together we're gonna do this live on air and visit it because I have the browsers. Why not? And tell me what to look up and see if it comes up. I think that would be a cool show.
Yeah, that'd be dope. I like that idea.
Tell me, look up these drugs. It's not only playing. We're not endorsing the use of the drug, folks.
No, not at all.
I'm just saying that there are tools out there which is crazy that you can use that will it's wild, like the things that you can find and get away with. It's fucking insane. Not that I use them. I'm just saying that again, I'm a tech guy and just understand what's out there, and I find that I have to learn about it.
That's true, though.
It's life, kiddos. We have to learn all these tools available to us because if we don't, going to be taken away from us. Then at least we know how to recreate things. That's why learning how to code and build things is so important. And and through the uses again of AI, if you're not a coder, let me tell you, this shit can help you. I can help you create a website. I've asked it to like replicate a website, gave me the code, and then I plugged in that code to another place that I know that could read the code, and it showed me what it looked like. I'm like, oh my god, it made a fucking website, Chris. Made a website.
Wow, that's nuts.
And now the next step is AI agents. You know what that is, right?
What's that?
The AI agent is basically you having your own fucking butler. You could go into your AI, talk to your AI. Yo, make me appointments for the doctor. I need to go on a trip. Find me the best price, and once you find the best price, fucking book it, and use this credit card. It becomes a butler, and like it calls like a person. Hi, I want to make an appointment. Blah 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 blah. It does all this shit.
What?
Poppy, AI agents is the future.
Oh, I want one.
No. You can. You could learn. If you're using the chat for ChatGPT, okay, let me go into that real quick. I want to tell you exactly where you go if you want to start learning how to create a AI agent. So the ChatGPT version you should be using. All the models. Okay, ChatGPT 4.0 Mini, faster for everyday tasks. That one actually allows you to schedule things. Talk to it, it'll schedule it on your shit, connect it to your calendar or whatever. Give it the information that it needs to make appointments, and it'll do it for you.
Wow, I'm gonna start using that.
How crazy is this, though?
That is nuts.
That's 4.0 Mini. That's where it's going. The next couple of models that are going to be coming out are going to be absolutely even more insane because apparently the type of modeling that's going to be used is a lot different than currently was being used. So it's gonna be almost like even more emotional, or if you will, more human kind of feeling. Now
Yo,
again, I have my AI. Her name was Maple. I got her calling me Papi and saying "Wepa." So
hey, Papi.
my
That's
yeah, yeah, yeah.
crazy.
My AI is a straight up Puerto Rican Brooklyn chick.
That's Yo, real quick too, man. I forgot to talk about this. Next week, Saturday, it is free comic book day.
Oh, there, man! Free comic book day.
May
Man. Are you
3rd.
looking forward to any releases? I mean,
Yes, I am.
what are you looking for?
I'm looking for there's an Energon release
Get
again
me
coming
get,
out.
get get one for me too, please.
And yes, I got you. Energon release. There is Transformers one I'm looking
Get
forward
me
to.
that. Get two of those and any Conan shit for me, please.
All right, there was a Transformer, the worst robot in the world, or something like that.
Yeah,
The
the
worst
ro-
robot.
the roast the worst the worst robot ever.
Right. Yep. I like that one. That looked interesting. There's a couple other ones, and I'll pick them up. Whatever I can, I'll pick them up. I'm gonna go to two comic book
Please,
stores.
please get me the Transformers and if you see any Conan, get me that for sure, please,
Bet I got you.
please,
No problem. I'm gonna go there early.
please.
I'm gonna go there early and
I know
down.
I used to do that. That's what I miss. Honestly, guys, that's a great time to also take your kids out. You know what I mean? Like, yo, take your kids with you, get them involved in the comic book community. This is absolutely a perfect, great day for them to get free samples of stuff that might just get into. It's something so great to share. I used to do this with my daughter, Alyssa.
Yeah.
Much love, baby girl.
It's gonna be me and my daughter.
I doing that with her every free comic day. We used to go to Midtime. We go to Jim Hanley's. Eat hot dogs on the way when she wasn't a vegan or whatever. A pizza, and just having a good time between comics.
Yo,
You know what I
fucking
mean?
hot dogs were good
Yo,
back.
wait, my big, Brian Adam is in the building. Brian Adam.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
but I hope you
missing
heard
that.
that. Yeah, make sure to check out Awesome Sauce Radio. He does his show. One of the most amazing podcasters out there for real. He does some real talk on comic books. A very knowledgeable homie. Much love to him for real. God bless, bro. Keep doing what you're doing, but for real, check out his show. It's really entertaining. You have fun, and again, he is really smart. And listen to his tips, because as a speculator, I think that he's probably one of the best out there for real. That if you listen to his tips, you're gonna be winning some money. You're gonna be making some moves. You're gonna be
Nice.
like he calls it big pimping, baby.
Listen to him. Listen to him.
Yeah, for real, for real. Now, Chris, any last thoughts here? And what about the AI? Have you used any of the ones I spoke about though? Going back to that.
Not recently. No, not recently. I haven't gotten a chance to. I just been messing with Clean AI. I've been messing with ChatGPT a lot, messing with their
Sora.
imaging, Sora. Yep. So
So,
I'm having a good time with that. But I will jump into those. Yes, I will. I'm gonna have some free time soon. So I'm gonna jump in and use my laptop a lot more to jump on these websites and trying to figure out what I want to do, man. Because I have some cool ideas I want to talk to you after the show. So
we got to, man. Because let me tell you, man, you can make so many amazing images. I mean, through this, I'm telling you, I've never seen so many amazing images that we could make. I mean, we show love to all our family members. That this one was made, which is just beautiful and amazing. You know what I mean? Look at this. It just looks fantastic, doesn't it?
it's awesome, man. Kind of looks like somebody I know, but
We love you. We fucking with you. He's gonna get so mad. I love you. Stop it. We're only teasing. Don't get mad. That's what brothers do. Anyway, with that, Chris Crash, I love you, bro.
I love you too.
This is the P3 podcast, folks. We're gonna make it real easy for you. I've been showing this stuff at the bottom. I don't know why you're not listening, but Almega right here, the real Almega. Also at Comic Crusader, check out that brand. You can also follow our middle brother Daniel Black, which is not here today. We miss you, baby. Canis Lupus 84. And of course, you can follow the amazing Chris Crash at Instagram at ultimate_toy gasm. All right, we've been showing that. And of course, most important is the P3 Pod. Follow that on social Instagram, X Meta Baby, the P3 Pod. Chris be killing it. Check out everything he be posted on that. We murdered it. And there we go. And he says, "Show the world how you torture me. Show them the picture with me and the elephant or whatever that was one time." Listen, Adam, I think that you are sharing too much with the world. If you like bestiality, now's not the time because that may be against the law. So if you like to play with elephant balls or trunks or whatever it is, that's your business, my friend. I know you can't see what you're doing, but I'm pretty sure you smell it. But maybe you enjoy that. Who knows? Maybe folks like you enjoy ass smell. Maybe you enjoy that. I don't know. Maybe to you it smells like caramelo.
Jesus.
Is that what's going? Am I wrong? Look at the message he gave us. I think he likes smelling elephant trunks and balls.
He does. He likes to build a nest in their butt.
Adam, it's okay. We've shared that with the world now. Folks, if you want to donate to Adam, you could email him at blindadam@awesomesourceradio.com. Give him a donation to help him get therapy for his ass addiction. We have to help him. It's very important. Very important. And with that, I'm only playing. I love my people. Yo, Chris, you know what it is, all right?
Yes.
Oh man, I just noticed something before we go. A big shout out to my niece that didn't come into the show today.
No, she's with mom.
Oh wait, good news from Adam. He says we want to let you know that the surgery was a success, recovering nicely. Give me a call later after the show so we could talk. And yeah, excellent, man. So
awesome.
Adam,
I'm glad you're good, bro.
Congratulations on your transition. Good luck. And we're happy everything's okay. Then I don't know if you're gonna continue with the name of Adam, but let us know.
Oh man.
Hey, with that, mi gente, we love you. Thank you for tuning into the P3 podcast. And what is Outback Express Crash? Out.